This is my Miata. Let me tell you a little bit about why I bought it.
If you've always wanted to ride a motorcycle but couldn't or can't anymore, I highly recommend this car. This is the closest driving experience I've had to a motorcycle that isn't an actual motorcycle. And it's not just the convertible top, although that's certainly part of it. Something about this car is unobtrusive. It seems to fly under the radar pretty well on the road, and not just with other drivers, but with you. When you drive it, the Miata becomes less about itself and more about the world around it. The corners in the road, the sounds, the breeze, the sky. That's what makes it so motorcycle-esque. This is a car that gets out of the way enough to let you enjoy where you are. It's not as self-centered as a big powerful muscle car or a Civic with a turbo and crappy eBay coilovers. You can certainly modify this car or swap in different engines, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It just doesn't really seem like the core purpose of the Miata. The engine isn't very powerful, and that's okay. Power isn't the point. This car pays great tribute to older soft-top two-seaters, especially old British sports cars, or at least my grand illusion of what it would be like to drive an old British sports car. Little details like the bump in the hood and the curvature of the sides. At the same time, you have a car that's vastly more reliable and user-friendly than an old Triumph or a Sunbeam, and you get all that experience at a real bargain, because Mazda made over 1 million of them. Where some sports cars market pretty aggressively towards the testosterone-y side of things, the Miata doesn't. It really just looks like about anyone could own it, and it's affordable enough that anyone can. The numbers don't matter. The power ratings and torque figures aren't the point. The car doesn't take itself too seriously, nor does it seem to want you to. It can almost be described less as a car and more as a vow to a more involved life, a pledge to not be a passenger when you go places. It's the antithesis to cars that are designed to shut out what's outside, a commitment to experiencing whatever the world throws at you. The Mazda Miata is a beautiful dream that I believe sold well because of the happiness and hope that we all have somewhere in our hearts. It's about the desires we have for adventure and a more real and raw experience. That's an incredible thing to be a part of. It's certainly not a car for everyone, but it just might be a car for you. At the end of the day, these are just my personal views on the car, and I'd love to hear yours, as well as any questions anyone might have down in the comments section. Thanks for watching.